Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to this matinee edition of Upper St. Clair Girls Soccer as the Panthers today take on the Blackhawks from Bethel Park. I'm Rob Mertz, and I'll be your lone announcer today. So if you're not happy with that, just turn the volume down, put the radio on, and watch the screen. We'll set the starting lineup for you here. 4 freshmen in the starting lineup today for the Panthers. Nikki Gibbons in goal. You've got Walnoa, Schneider, Murphy, and Murgy in the back. That's the same back four we've pretty much had all year. In the midfield, Hamill. Come forward, Murgy does. Pressure by the Hawks there as the ball gets turned over. Rachel Whitty in the midfield also. Kelsey McCown on the ball now. She's a starter here. Mel Visman on the left. Maddie Rocks up top. Landy Mertz out on the right side for the Panthers. So this game, I believe, Bethel Park is 1-5 coming into this game. And if you just look straight at the record, you'd say this should be an easy one for the Panthers. But number one, it's a section game, so they're always a little bit different. Number two, Bethel's lost 3 of their 5 games by 1 goal, and the other 2 by just 2 goals. So they've been in a lot of close games, and the Panthers, I think, need to be aware and be vigilant here. Get right on them, try to get an early lead, and go from there. Here's Walnoa and Visman at the near side. Ball off of Bethel Park, be a Panther throw. Nice afternoon, about 75 degrees. A little bit of a breeze here. And Hamill plays to Walnoa, who switches fields for Murgy right at midfield. Plays one time to Whitty. It comes to Hamill, though. Has Rocks now. She tries to turn. Gets past one defender. Dribbling into the top of the area. Tries to play wide to Visman in the box. Mel needs to be a little wider there. Creates some width. Here's Rachel. Back in midfield. Turns. She's pressured heavily, though, and plays back into Murphy. She tries to go long and wide for Mertz. Landy brings that down with a good first touch. Turns. Plays outside for Maddie. Continues her run. Maddie's there. Pressured heavily. Cuts inside. Has McCown in front of her. Ball just off his foot. Comes on a bounce to McCown. Maddie with the shot from distance. Right in on the goal, but comfortable save for the goalie. Ball punted. Mertz volleys forward and comes up with a second ball. In on the dribble now is Landy. She's wide, trying to get past that first defender. Does. Getting down towards the end line. Will she have a chance to cross? Pulls it back. And the ball goes out. It's going to be a goal kick. So just a little, ball ran a little too far for Landy there as she got down to the end line. Got the assistant staff on duty today for the Panthers as Coach Gray's out on assignment. Here's McCown, wins a ball off a goal kick. Wide from Rocks to Mertz. Can she keep it in on that far side? She does. Crosses right on the penalty area. There's Visman. She's going to be offsides, though. So Landy crossed early there. Mel was in the area, but in an offside position. So it'll be a free kick for the Hawks. Ed, do you have a Bethel Park roster? Oh, that's for me. That's for me. Okay, we're back. Trying to do 2 jobs at once here. So a throw in from Murgy to Whitty. Comes to Bethel Park. Landy's in a lot of space down that right side, as is Visman on this near side. McCown right at center field. It's wide for Murgy as she comes forward. She's tackled, though, and here comes Bethel Park. Ball down the left side. Little heavy touch on the dribble there. Murphy comes up with that easily. Murgy's tackled. A lot of space in behind that back four for Bethel right now. Panthers, if they can draw them out a little bit, should be able to get in behind. Murgy plays on. Good first touch by Rocks. Gets past that first defender, cutting to the end line. Kicks it off of the Bethel Park defender for a corner kick. First of the day for the Panthers. Or for either side, for that matter. 35 minutes left. No score here. Early in the first half. Panthers with the first good set piece opportunity of the day. Murgy over to take this. She serves. Ball high. There's McCown with a header. Schneider, dangerous play. She'll get called indirect free kick coming out. So Kelsey tried to get a head on that ball. She was in tight with that Bethel defender and just couldn't get anything on it. And as the ball dropped, Mia tried to volley, but her foot was a little too high for the ref's liking, and she gets called for that foul. Bethel plays it out of bounds near midfield, so a throw coming for the Panthers. Walnoa over to take that. Thrown down the line. Second ball by McCown right to the middle. Here's Bethel. Whitty pressuring. Hamill there to knock it away. Here's Visman. Throw in for the Panthers. Throw in for the Hawks right in front of the Panther bench. They'll try to play through the back. Good pressure by Rocks. Forces it near side. There's the turnover. As Hamill, this is where we need to play quick. Get that ball in over top and let Maddie use her speed. Header won by Walnoa. Midfield to the Hawks. Hamill's there. And should be a Panther throw. And it is. Looks like McCown, Kelsey coming out, maybe picked up a little nick there, and Kat Miller in the game. Ball bounces past Maddie. I think that if the Panthers can just up the pressure a little bit when the Hawks get possession of this ball, I don't get the impression that here's a ball through for Landy, not wide enough though, and she goes down in a heap. I started to say I think the Panthers can make some hay just turning up the pressure a little bit in the midfield. I don't get the impression that Bethel is real comfortable on the ball right now. That means working hard, Karina. Okay? Yeah, sure it is. Bethel deep in the corner. Murphy there, though. Murgy clears. Not totally out. Ball comes to the top of the D. Here's Visman. Plays down the line. Maddie Rocks running on it. Defended by Mascaro of the Hawks. Tries to cut past Visman, but Mill knocks it out of bounds. Yes. Throw taken. Hamill turns it over towards Rocks, but neither team really sharp right now. A lot of giveaways. I don't sense a lot of urgency or energy in either game, either side's game right now. So an opportunity, I think, for the Panthers to try to turn it up a notch or two and take advantage in this game. back to keeper Gibbons. Plays short to Schneider. She turns it over and works hard to try to get it back and ultimately is fouled. So free kick coming for Walnoa to take. Plays it short and quick for Whitty. She turns, has a lot of room. Wide for Murgy on the far side. Back to Whitty. Nice little pass from Hamill to find Whitty. Wide for Murgy. First touch is forward. She's pressured but is able to get by it on the dribble. Threw ball a little off the mark and be a throw for the Panthers. Lauren Dudley in the game for Visman. Here comes the throw from Murgy. Down the line for Rocks. She plays central. Kat Miller comes, shoots from distance, well wide of the mark, and be a goal kick coming up for the Panthers. That was a shot. I don't say it was on goal. No, we had one earlier that was on goal. Goal kick taken, comes to Murgy. She plays it out of bounds on that far side. So again, I think just not real sharp from either team right now. And the opportunity does exist for one of these sides to step it up and take advantage. I don't know whether it's the afternoon start or what, but here's Snyder in a dangerous spot trying to turn. Just needs to play Gibbons there, relieve the pressure. Here's Murgy to Whitty. Ball into Rox's feet. Has Mertz cutting inside. Maddie actually dribbled towards the D there and is dispossessed as St. Clair will come up with it near midfield to Walnoa. Here's Bethel now. Hamill over to win a tackle and off of Bethel. That should be a Panther throw and is. Here's Hamill. Plays a high ball. Comes to Bethel in the middle. Mertz, though, comes over, wins it. She's on the dribble now. Coming right up the middle of the field. Shoots from distance. I don't know if the goalie touched that or not, but it just went wide of the goal, be a goal kick, so apparently not. It's Landy coming all the way into the middle of the field to win a ball and ended up with an opportunity to have a go at goal there. Goal kick coming. There's Mertz again off of her hip, comes to the Bethel player. And plays it down into the channel. Gibbons way out of her goal, picks it up in the corner of the area. Here's Lauren Dudley to Hamill at midfield. Back to Dudley, who continues her run. Cuts inside. Good header there from Snyder. Well, Noah turns back, finds Snyder up the line. There's Miller to Whitty. Wide for Murgy. Panthers need to sit a little bit higher on that back four, especially Maddie. She needs to be right on that center back, giving them a 3 or 4 yard advantage every time she starts a run. Find that highest defender. Here's Mertz on the far side. Finds Maddie's feet, tries to do the give and go, but ball was just too far for her, as it looks like McCown's ready to come back in the game. Rachel Whitty coming off. I don't know whether that was an injury issue or an equipment issue, but looks like she's good to go at this point. So fairly tepid affair so far, 25 minutes left. Neither team really wanting to assert itself. Here's Landy winning a ball, getting into the area now, has a chance at goal. There's Rocks, shows the left foot, scores! Landy Mertz A nice run by Landy as she won a ball out on the right side, unassisted goal. And she cut inside. Looked like she was going to head down to the end line, but she actually had a lot of real estate inside the area there. She got back past that outside back and just went in and rifled it hard and low with her left foot. So it's 1-0 Panthers. Yeah, Landy able to win a ball there defensively. It turned into instant offense as she took a good big first touch that went in behind the back four. She just able to run on it and found herself all alone in front of the net. So we'll take that 1-0 lead at this point. Here's McCown in midfield. Tons of room for her too. Rocks is there. Nice run by Maddie. Needs to turn. Maddie needs to open her hips in the opposite direction so she can be facing the ball in that situation. Good idea, and the Panthers just need to keep the pressure on here. That ball's off of Bethel. Should be a Panther throw. Here's Miller, the far side. Snyder now with it. Good first touch, brings her forward up to midfield. 4 Bethel defenders there, though, and I get called for something. I'm not sure what the foul was there. So we'll know we'll have a free kick right inside the center circle. Takes it wide and short to Mergie. Plays long up the corner. Second ball comes to Mertz, though. She's into the corner of the area on the dribble. Plays to Miller centrally. Cuts out her left foot. She's got a good shot with the left foot. Takes it, goes in off the post. As the goalie misplayed that. Miller from Mertz, yeah. So it was a skipping shot. You know, just as I said, she's got that good left foot. She scored a goal in the first game against State College. So as Landy cut in, played that short little pass to Catherine, she just let the ball run across her body, first touch with her left foot, and then went ahead and hit it. And the goalie came across, didn't play it real well off the bounce. I think she might have thought it was going wide, but it just skips in off the inside of that back post. Here's Rocks now. Trying to find Landy. Great ball from Maddie. Good weight on that. Can she keep it in, Landy? She does. Crosses, and earns a corner kick for the Panthers. Maddie did well to not overhit that ball. She sort of chipped it down there towards the end line, let Landy run on it. So 2-0 Panther lead here with 23 minutes left in the first half. Ball served, back post, 6 yards. Oh, big header from Snyder as she got up. Nice job, almost found that bottom corner. She did well to head that ball down, just sort of like you're taught to do. Nice job by Mia there. So goal kick coming up for the Hawks. McCown there. Wins the first ball. Here comes Dudley to get on the end of this. Cuts inside. She's into the corner of the area now. On that left foot, touches to Rocks. She's nice turn by Maddie and a good quick shot. Unlucky for Maddie, right in the goalie's breadbasket. Good turn though from Maddie. Under pressure there. And the goalie will punt it out. Good long punt right to midfield. Hamill's there to volley out of the air. Here are the Hawks. Ooh, Rocks looking to pick off a pass. She does. Plays through for Landy. Going to have to chase that out wide and try to keep it in. She does, right in the corner now. Cuts past one person, actually tries to play it out, but just not enough on that for Mergie. And here come the Hawks. Under pressure, they lay it off, play it up towards midfield. Schneider has it now. It is warm up here, isn't it, Miss Lackner? Here's Schneider now, turning out, and then ultimately does play it back to Gibbons. Murgy far side. Mertz checks back. Has the ball 5 yards shy of midfield, cuts inside off the dribble. Tries to go through for rocks into the top of the area, just a little too far. The left-footed ball from Mertz found its way through that back four, but just a little too hard. It rolls into the goalie's gladly waiting hands. Bounces now off the punt to Walnoa. Maddie brings it down, knocks it back to Kelsey. She lays it back for Walnoa. Tries to play wide on that far side, but Murgy just too strong though, and it'll be a throw for Bethel. Well into the Panthers' end here. 20.5 minutes remaining first half. Mertz on the far side. Miller, I'm sorry. Here comes Hamill now with it though. Two players forward, rocks. Again, there's Maddie not playing as deep as she could play. She needs to find that last defender and pressure high on that last defender. Hamill coming off as Whitty back in the game. See, right now Maddie's giving 8 yards to that last defender. Now she'll check forward, and Whitty finds it right in the middle of the center circle. Plays wide, looking to go through for Mertz. Ball off the defender, though. And Rocks is there, and it says volleyed forward. Murgy comes up with it at midfield. Pressure coming from Landy on the far side. But Bethel's able to get it out of that area and bring it over midfield, where it's tackled by Dudley to McCown, Miller, and now Walnoa with it. Here's Murgy now. Cuts inside. A lot of room for McCown. Here's Murphy. And Schneider clearing on the far side. There's Landy heads it back in towards Maddie, but Bethel will get there first. Play back towards midfield. Pressure from St. Clair, keeping the ball down here, and they'll just clear hopefully long, and it goes right to Schneider. That's the kind of pressure we want to create. As Mia's caught in possession, and here comes Bethel Park. They've really not had a shot on goal yet in this game, and won't get one here either as Murphy clears the area to Whitty. Nice give and go there as Murph comes forward further. Tries to play rocks wide, but Rachel comes up with it. And good, St. Clair would do well to just keep the ball here with a 2-goal lead. They don't need to be impatient. Here's Rocks. Cuts to McCown. Keeps it coming this way. Short pass, though, off the mark, and here comes to Murgy. And it's going to be a foul coming against the Panthers, so a free kick coming up for Bethel Park. Sweating to the oldies out here today. Man, there is a little breeze, though, thankfully. The breeze is saving me. I think so, yeah. Free kick for the Hawks. I'm going to check with our statistician here. Have they had a shot yet? I don't think they have. No shots yet with 23 minutes gone in this first half, 17 remaining. Here's Dudley carrying the mail over midfield. Tries to play for Rocks too far, though, and Mascaro clears for the Hawks. You know they used to call him Scott. I mean, what the heck? Yes, I'm sure that was the case. Got to stay hydrated up here today. Okay, free kick. Murgy takes it short to the center for Walnoa. Cuts past one defender. Trying to find Miller, but too far. Whitty comes up with it. Cuts inside. Top of the D now. Lays it off for Miller. Panthers just continually winning these half clearances from Bethel Park. They just can't get the ball out of their zone. Here's Whitty. Bethel coach begging for a handball call, but it's not coming. Here's Mertz on the far side. Cuts past one defender. Lays it back to Murgy again. She goes central through the D. There's Dudley. She needs to shoot this. Tries to cut past someone. Had an opportunity to just take a touch and hit a shot. Here comes Bethel, looking to get down the line. And out on Bethel, so it'll be a Panther throw. Taken quickly to McCown. There's Rocks. Two defenders there, though. And Whitty called for the foul on Mascaro and be a free kick for the Blackhawks. Long over midfield. Ball over Miller's head into Schneider. Just wisely plays it back to Gibbons. To Murphy. Has Murgy there. Plays it that way. Whitty with a nice little turn at midfield. Ball played quickly to Dudley here. She carries on the dribble. Looking for McCown, but pass just off the mark. You know, she had one defender to beat there to Dudley. Might just want to go ahead and touch it past her and see if she can use her speed. Rocks turns out. Back in now. Back for Whitty. Wide for Murgy. Bree's really been effective coming forward on that outside back and help relieve pressure in the middle and provide an outlet for the wide players and the central players. Whitty from distance slips on that shot, though, and comfortably handled by the Bethel goalie. Here comes Bethel. Cuts past Mertz at midfield. And off of Murgy be a throw for the Hawks. Riley Ford in the game now. Bree Murgy coming out. 14 minutes left. 2-0 Panthers. First half action. Gets back underway with that throw, and Bethel Park, there's Ford with her first touch of the ball and first touch of opponent. She's laying the lumber down over there. No foul called, and St. Clair's able to clear the zone. Here's Dudley. Giving pressure, but we've got an issue here with Miller. She's going to get yellow carded, have to come out for a couple minutes. I think she felt like she was fouled, and then there was a little back and forth there, and she ended up getting caught with her hand in a cookie jar. So a free kick coming up for the Blackhawks. No. She's back here in the center circle. 29. Panthers need to move their wall back here. Full 10 yards, so three-man wall for this free kick. See if Bethel can get something on goal. This would be their first shot of any kind if, in fact, the shot's upcoming. Here comes the run up. They shoot from distance. That is over, and that's in. Right over Gibbons' outstretched hand. So the first opportunity they have to look at goal today, it is in, right in the top of the net. Yeah, the ball just flighted perfectly there. And 2-1 Panthers. So Panthers need to get that back here before halftime if possible. 13 minutes left. That should give Bethel some energy, some new life. In fact, you can certainly hear it out there right now. They're chattering and they're back in this game. All Noah down line. Rocks at the corner of the area. Defended heavily. Just lays it back to Elena. Finds Lauren in the middle. She's able to win back her own pass there, but Bethel does come up with it. Hamill's still on that far side. Here comes Mertz running on it. Cuts down towards the end line. Plays it back and earns a corner kick for the Panthers. So a good chance for St. Clair to get that goal back. Looks like Elena Walnoa will take this kick. Panthers with 6 runners coming into the box. Ball's there. Mertz was there with a header, but ball went off of her head, and Maddie giving chase on the near side. Be a throw for the Blackhawks as they'll substitute a player in. Throw down the line. McCown's there. Forward 2, be a Panther throw. She takes the throw quickly to Hamill in the middle. Schneider now. Wide for Ford, but I think Mia thought Riley was going to head down the line there a little sooner than she did. Schneider coming forward. And the Hawks play into the middle. Riley will get called for a push and a free kick coming for right at midfield for the Hawks. So what felt like a comfortable lead at 2-0 has been cut in half. 2-1 now. Murphy. Hawks get it, coming into the D. Another blocked clearance attempt. Here's Ford on the near side. Lays it back to Murphy, who clears to McCown in the center. Comes wide, good touch there to Dudley. She dribbles over the midfield. Is able to keep it in, get past that defender. Still on the dribbles, Dudley. And Mascaro comes over to clear that out. It'll be a throw in for the Panthers. Ford takes it to Dudley. Passes into the middle. Whitty will run on it. Wide for Walnoa. Cuts into the area. And just lost it off the dribble there, I guess, and the Hawks will come up with it. Would it offend you if I said you throw like a girl? Huh? What? Well, Noah looking through for Mertz, but much too hard on the pass. So goal kick coming for the Panthers. 8 minutes, 40 seconds left now in the first half. 2-1 Panthers. There's McCown, wins a nice header. Mertz comes up with it wide. 3 defenders there, though. She tried to get down the end line. Pulls it back now. Now it goes to the end line. Into the area now. Oh, and the ball off of her. Going to be a goal kick as the defender just came out and got a foot in, got a good tackle in, and Landy wasn't able to keep control of that ball. How many goal kicks have they had this half? Wow. Ball has been down here quite a bit. But they got their goal. How many times have you seen that happen, too? One team controls a game, other team gets one chance, and away they go. Here's Hamill. Well, Noah's switched back to the near side. She carries forward off the dribble and is dispossessed coming over midfield. Takes a throw to Dudley. Cuts inside. Has Hamill. Tries to find McCown, but Hamill will come up with it anyway. Has Mertz wide. Plays it to her. Able to bring it down on that far side. One to beat. Plays into Rox's feet. She turns inside. Takes a shot from distance. Oh, big trouble for the keeper as she jumped up and just was able to parry that ball wide of that near post. There'll be another corner kick coming up for the Panthers. This has to be their maybe 4th corner attempt of the game. 4th or 5th, and it's like Murphy over to take this. So 6.5 minutes left. Here come the Panthers. The run up, taken short to Hamill, lays it back to Murphy. Tries to settle it and plays it now off the volley over Mertz's head. She has it at the top of the area, though. Lays it back to Whitty. Shoots from distance. That's a good shot. And a better save from the goalie of a double parry there. She hit it once and sort of touched it up to herself and hit it again, kept it out of the net. Nice shot from Rachel's. That was headed for the back of the net, if not for the goaltender's efforts there. Ford on that far side, battling with 2 attackers from Bethel. Riley comes up with it. Carry it down that far side towards midfield. Finds Whitty. She'll turn back out of pressure. Now goes up the line. Looking for
Bad isn't bad. Terrible bad. Terrible bad. It's terrible bad, yeah.
Landy giving pressure on that far side. It'll be a throw for the Hawks. 5:10 left, first half. 2-1 Panthers. In a game that doesn't feel nearly as close as the scoreboard would indicate. Panthers with virtually all of the territorial advantage and possession advantage in this game, but on the scoreboard only leading by 1 goal. Here's McCown. Cuts back. Finds Mertz going through. Can she keep it in down in the corner? No, just a little too far for her. Goal kick coming up. I'm sorry, it's going to be a throw in deep in the corner. Ball cleared by Bethel, not completely out of the zone. Whitty wins a tackle, but it comes back to Bethel towards midfield now. Off of Ford's foot and out for a throw-in for the Hawks. 4 minutes left, first half. They take it quickly down the line. And off of Murphy's foot, there will be a corner kick chance for the Hawks here. First of the day for them. They literally have not touched the ball inside of our penalty area yet. So maybe this is the first chance. Here's the run up, the kick, good service, 6-yard line, middle of the goal, headed down right to Gibbons, who did well to just sort of push that ball into the ground and prevent it from going between her legs. That was very close to being 2-2 there. Here's Rocks on the clearance, on the counterattack, has one to beat out wide there. No Panthers heading to the box though. Maddie trying to get down to the end line, and it'll be a throw in for St. Clair. Taken quick to Dudley inside the box now. Looking to cross. She shoots with that right foot, deflected off of the defender, but deflection comes right to the goalie. Punt taken. Nice high punt towards midfield. There's Hamill. Bounces under her foot. Forwards there. Knocks it down to Lauren. There's McCown. Cuts past one defender. Landy will be off sides here if she gets this ball. She was off sides over and back. The ref didn't call it there. Tries to lay it back to Whitty. Here comes Bethel over midfield, 2v4. Ball down into the channel. Walnoa there, going to try to see it out over the end line, and she does. Under 2 minutes now. Goal kick coming from Elena. Serves it towards midfield. Hawks win the first ball. McCown wins the second, though, and it's going to go out for a throw-in right in front of the Blackhawk bench. Ball put into the penalty area, and Gibbons comes out and grabs that. 1:15 left. St. Clair here today trying to exact a little revenge on behalf of USC on Bethel Park. The boys soccer team lost last week to the Blackhawks, and the football team was beaten soundly last night, so I'll leave it up to the ladies here today. Here's Rocks turning, dribbling at their center back, cuts into the area, or towards the top of the area, but she's dispossessed, and here comes McCown to Dudley. Inside now. Shoots from distance, and easy save for the goalie. Goalie punt taken towards Hamill. Off of her head. It's a head on it. Here's Mertz, though. Comes back to Landy. She plays it wide for Dudley. Here's Walnoa. Lots of Panthers standing right now. They need to be moving. Walnoa down the line with 10 seconds remaining. Dudley giving chase, but that'll do it for the first half as Panthers end the half with a 2-1 lead. Okay, we're back. Start of second half action here. 2-1 Panthers. I thought neither team really all that sharp in the first half. Panthers with a wide disparity in advantage of play, but not on the scoreboard. It's just a 1-goal lead at this point. They need to pick up the energy level. If they were to do that, I think they would put this team away quickly. Sometimes in the game of soccer, you have a tendency to play at the level of your opponent, which I think that's what St. Clair's been doing up to this point in time. Here's Bethel out off a throw-in, so it'll be a St. Clair throw. Rachel Whitty with the ball, knocks it back into Murgy, who comes forward. That bounces over. Here's Landy with it, playing forward for Rocks. Maddie carries inside, has McCown, plays through to her into the D. Tries to turn, but cleared by Bethel. Murgy now. And Murphy will give chase, turn with the ball, and play wide to Walnoa on the far side. She plays up into Rox's feet. Just a little touch on for Visman on that far side. She tries to cross, finds Rox at the top of the box. She turns to Whitty, comes into the top of the D. Tried to find Maddie's run. Visman is there, but comes out to. Here's Walnoa down to the end line. Crosses. Nice job by Elena to keep that ball in, cross with the left foot, but here comes Landy giving chase, coming back, working hard defensively. Good effort there as Hamill wins it, comes forward down the near side, plays down into the channel for Maddie. She's not going to be able to keep this in, though. Goal kick coming up for the Blackhawks. There's a header won by Mertz off the goal kick. Second ball comes to Bethel. They'll try to lay it back into the holding midfielder and play up towards midfield, but Murgy's there. Headed forward. Hamill comes up with it. Into Whitty's feet. Wide for Visman, but the pass behind her and out of bounds. There's Hamill now at midfield for Murgy. She's fouled, and it'll be a free kick for the Panthers, right from midfield stripe. Sam Smith in goal now for the second half for Upper St. Clair. Snyder takes this free kick short to Murgy, who plays down to the channel. No one there, though. Here's McCown running late. She'll come up with it to Hamill, wide for Mertz, who keeps it in with the head. It's a hard pass, and best she was able to do is head it back into play, and it comes out throw-in now down to Mertz. Flips it, header over the defender, crosses right into the top of the area near the D. Here's Visman now. And Schneider wins a header at midfield, out to Walnoa. Nice pass into Rox down in the channel, cutting towards the end line. Keeps it in bounds. Maddie keeps it in on the dribble. Into the area, there's Visman. Turns, has a shot opportunity to shoot with that right foot, but ball just ran too far past her. And by the time she got to it to shoot, the Bethel defender was there to block it. And here comes Bethel back over midfield. 4 defenders there. Murgy finally wins a tackle. Ball cleared to no one, and they'll come through. Smith out to the top of her box to gobble up that through ball, and she will punt towards midfield. Comes to Murgy. Out of bounds into the Panther bench. Throw in for Bethel Park. Ball stays in bounds. Bethel cuts inside with it. Plays into the D. No one there. And Sam will pick it up right on the penalty spot. Her punt, though, not a good one, and Bethel wins it. Comes right back in. Panthers need to be careful here at 2-1 that they seem to be forgetting the score is 2-1. We need to be sharper, and here's a good give and go out there. Visman gets it from Rox, comes back to Walnoa, into Maddie's feet. Too many Panthers standing and watching the ball here and not moving to create opportunities. I counted 4 white shirts, very stationary as Maddie turned with that ball. Here's Walnoa to Hamill. Tackled off of her foot, out of bounds for a Panther throw. No, they'll go ahead and Yes, it will be a Panther throw. Bethel a sub at the line. Bailey Faribaugh. Here's McCown, crosses. There's Whitty down towards the end of the area. Mertz giving chase, gets there first. The goalie plays that out. It's going to be a throw for the Panthers. She can take it quick to Whitty. She does. Steps in bounds. Whitty in the corner of the area. Crosses. Past Visman at that back post, though. And actually a good ball from Rachel there. Anyone that would have been alert could have had a little tap in. Yep. So Faribaugh in the game for the Hawks. Here comes Faribaugh just into the game. Can't keep that ball in bounds. Be a throw. Murgy takes to Mertz. Cuts past Faribaugh. Inside now. Good pass up to Whitty. Landy overlaps. Down to Maddie. Cuts inside on that left foot. 5 yards out. Goes wide to Visman. She's on sides. Corner of the area. Crosses back to Rocks. Has a chance here. There's Whitty. Top of the D. Shoots. Oh, wide of that back post. Good look there. Good ball movement from the Panthers. Rachel, good low hard shot just off the mark wide. Goal kick. Bethel Park comes to Landy. And Bethel plays it back into that back four. Take a couple touches and try to play forward. Dispossessed by the Panthers. Rachel will get called for a push. Free kick coming up for the Blackhawks. Goal taken long to Schneider. Second ball comes to McCown. To Walnoa now, dribbling over midfield. Plays down, looking for Visman. Ball gets through, but Rocks comes up with it. For Whitty. Has Landy through. Gets down into the corner. Landy should be able to keep this in. She does. 1v1 out there. Plays back for Murgy. Crosses. Good ball. Rocks is there. Visman's there. Needs to try to get ahead on that ball. She had her foot up. If she just lunged forward with the head, maybe that's a better option there. But good work from the Panthers as they carve out another good scoring opportunity there. Goal kick coming. Hamill out, Miller in for the Panthers. Still, this, if you weren't looking at the scoreboard, this would not have the feel of a 2-1 game, but it is in fact 2-1 right now. Panthers need to get some more goals in the net. As it stands right now, they're just one unlucky bounce away from being tied here. Murgy wins a nice header to McCown, to Whitty. Tons of space out here on the flank. She plays down. There's Maddie's run into the area. Landy cutting inside. And ball played back to the goalie. She can't pick that up. Oh, she does. As the referees aren't on top of that one. Perhaps that came off of Maddie's foot. From up here, it looked like it was played back from the defender's foot. Here's Miller. Mia Schneider looking for Landy, but right to the defender. Bethel Park just need to put that ball in over top. Plenty of room behind that defense. Here's Walnoa seeing the ball out on the far side, so throw in for the Panthers. Throw taken, Visman there. Off of Mel, be a Blackhawk throw. McCown with the tackle. Ball flighted in on a sort of just a hopeful ball. Don't even think that was a shot on goal there, and Smith comes up with it. To Walnoa. Miller. Panthers just not able to string passes together through the midfield right now. They've had some success doing that in the attacking third, but maybe a little bit impatient. Need to play simple coming out of the back. Here's McCown looking for Visman wide, but Walnoa will play right down the line, out of bounds. Bethel throw. Panthers turn it over. Here come the Hawks into the Panthers zone. Murphy off of her foot. Quick throw taken. Top of the area. Watch out here. Ball gets past Murgy, and Faribault is wide open, alone in the middle. So I'm saying right now the Panthers they seem dead. They need to pick their game up and rise above their opponent here. Here comes McCown. Rocks and Mertz running. Needs to play quicker, keep them on sides, just lingering on the ball too long. Tons of room. Had to be 50 yards in behind that back four. You play early and just let Maddie use her speed. So free kick taken by Bethel. Murgy wins a header. Comes to Walnoa. She plays it over midfield, right back to Bethel, though. Miller comes up with it, turns, has a little bit of time, plays to Whitty. She lets it run, but no one there except for Bethel. They'll clear again for it. Here comes Bethel over into the air zone, looking through, but Walnoa was there to intercept that pass. Down the line for Visman. She has room now to midfield. Plays early, looking for Rocks. Ball will end up down in the channel. Can Maddie keep it in? Mascaro's over there. Sees it out over the far touchline. Be a throw for the Panthers. Dudley coming in the game. Visman off. Yeah, it seems very lethargic out there right now. Panthers need to find another goal here and get a little bit of breathing room. Here's Walnoa in the corner trying to turn. Has Rocks out wide. Doesn't play that way. And it'll be a goal kick for Bethel Park. Here's Rocks in towards the top of the box. And going to be a foul called on Maddie, I guess. And she was... Free kick coming towards midfield. Over Miller's head. Walnoa's there too. She wins a tackle. Still on the ball, but Bethel comes out with it. 3v3, they head in towards the top of the area. Pass one mine. Here's Faribaugh. Smith out sharply. So there's a really good chance for Bethel. It's exactly what we're talking about. One chance could tie this game. And frankly, right now, the Panthers don't seem to care a whole lot. They're just very lethargic. Not a really good effort being put into this game right now. Yep. Here's Miller at the midfield for Whitty. Looks wide for Dudley, but another turnover by the Panthers as Schneider finds it. Walnoa cuts inside. Down to the channel, but that's going to be too far. And the goalie comes up with it. $22.50 remaining, 2-1 Panthers. Murgy. Ball in the air. Way too much for the Panthers' liking. They need to put it down and try to create something on the floor here. Walnoa with a header. Bethel Park doing just enough in our zone to remain dangerous, and we just don't have enough to be able to possess the ball right now. Here's Whitty. Looks wide for Mertz. Keeps it in. The pass was a little behind her, but she's able to keep it in. And Bethel just gets it and clears out. There's Walnoa. Down to the channel, looking for Mertz. Has her into the top of the area. First touch goes to the near post. Crosses, there's Matt Rock, shoots. Oh, and just wide. Probably the best chance of the half for the Panthers.
Good work, guys.
Good ball by Walnoa. Found a nice lane through the back four. Landy's first touch was a good one. The pass on the mark, Matty just couldn't quite tuck it in that back post. Real dangerous opportunity. Here come the run up and the goal kick. Comes right to Landy. She settles with that right foot. Carries down the line. Coming to the area now. Crosses again. There's Rocks. Past her. Second ball to McCown. Shoots off the volley. Up in the air now. Here's McCown again. Knocks it down. Shoots wide and high. So Panthers with a couple of good chances here in the last minute. Need to keep pressing, get that third goal. Here's the goal kick. Couldn't get it out of the zone last time, Bethel. Need to win this. There's McCown. Tries to head it, but it comes to Hamill. Good job by Kelsey. She's down right now. Gets up. Here's Miller. Nice direct pass up to Rocks. Tries to turn. Into the area now. Shoot. Got to shoot with that left foot. She does. Just couldn't get much on it. Rolls into the goalie, who scoops it up, and she'll come out to the top of the area to punt this out. Header by Miller. The Hawks come forward, though. Pass it out into touch on that far side. Throw in for Walnoa. Here's Dudley. Turns inside. Carries towards midfield. Past one defender. Can't get past the second one, though, and McCown comes up with it. She's pressured heavily, though. Bethel comes away with it. Here's Faribaugh. Pass outside. Murphy's there. Wins it. Forward off the dribble. Down into the channel. Dudley giving chase. This one's just going to run a little too far as Bethel defender will see it out. Goal kick for the Hawks. 19 minutes left now. 2-1 Panthers. McCown, nice header one there. To Maddie, I'm not sure what she was trying to do there. Maybe find Landy wide. Mertz works back. Good pass by Hamill. Landy comes inside off the dribble. Into the top of the area now. Shoots from distance, but just not nearly enough on that. Had rocks wide. Wouldn't mind seeing Landy try to just go ahead and dribble into the area there. Maybe draw a foul. Maybe find a quick little pass to Maddie. A lot of options if you're inside the box with that ball at your feet. Elena forward looking for Maddie. Mascaro knocks that out. Here's McCown to Dudley. To McCown again. Knocked out by Mascaro on the far side. Throw in coming for the Panthers. Here's Hamill on the right foot, shoots. Again, just couldn't quite get enough on it. Easy save for the Bethel keeper. But it's been all Panthers here in the second half. One chance for Bethel, which was a dangerous one. Other than that, though, the ball's been pretty much in the Bethel end. Hamill plays wide for Landy. She settles down, cuts inside. Plays for Maddie, continues her run. Maddie trying to get into the top of there. She does. And a nice tackle there by Mascaro as the Hawks come forward. Here's Schneider. Lays it back into Smith's feet. She plays it up the line. Good ball there. Touched on by Murgy, but out of bounds off of Bethel. And the Panthers will have a throw. Big tackle by Hamill comes to Bethel. They play through. Here's Faribaugh. Working on Murphy here in towards the top of the area. Good job by Jess, and it'll be a throw for the Blackhawks. Substitution coming for Bethel Park. Throw taken short. Service put in. Cleared by Walnoa. Back will be another throw for the Blackhawks. Taken down towards the end line. Off of Murgy. Be a corner kick, so watch out here. I've seen stranger things. Panthers need to be sharp here. Clear this ball out. Last corner kick, in fact, the only corner kick Bethel had. They got a good head to it, and Gibbons made a nice save to keep it from going in, so watch out here. Ball served in, near post. Bounces once. Cleared by Murgy, off of a Bethel player and over the end line, so it'll be a goal kick. Well, Noah with the kick. Coming towards Mertz. Over her head, though, off of Bethel Park. Be a throw for the Panthers. Landy leaves it for Bree Murgy. Takes the throw down the line. No one there for the Panthers, and Bethel is able to come up with it, pressured heavily by Miller. Plays down into the channel. There's Mertz, lays one back over Rox's head. Maddie just didn't know which way to turn there as the Bethel keeper comes up with it. Punts long to midfield. Walnoa gets a toe to it, and it comes to Dudley. She carries wide, has Walnoa out there wide, plays there that way. She'll try to get down to the end line, turn those shoulders. She gets in on the left foot, cuts it back for Lauren. She takes a touch, shoots, and it's in. Good goal by Lauren Dudley. Nice play by Elena Walnoa. So Dudley and Walnoa did all the work out there as Lauren had initially given the ball to Elena as she overlapped. Elena did good work at the end line, found Lauren wide open in the area, and she hit a nice shot to make it 3-1 Panthers with 14 minutes remaining in this game. Yeah, they did need that goal. A little bit of insurance. Let's see if they can get another one here quickly as the Hawks were in this game, now find themselves 2 goals down. Snyder trying to find Landy's run on that outside. It's not quite far enough, and Smith will corral the ball. Plays to Walnoa, who does a good job to keep it in. She passes short to Snyder, who's pressured. She can turn around that pressure, plays up to midfield, finds Maddie. She tries to come to Kelsey. One more for Landy on. Plays through into the top of the area. Ooh, I don't know about that. Saying that Landy was offsides is very close. But good ball movement there from the Panthers. They had the run identified, just couldn't quite keep it on sides that whole play. So free kick comes to midfield. Here's Murgy. Miller. Wide for Dudley. Here's Walnoa. Swings it over to the Panther bench. Mertz is there. She'll be able to keep it in with that head. Cuts inside of one defender, lays it back to Bree. Just try to work it through the back here as Murphy comes forward. Back to Bree. Wide for Mertz. Cuts inside. Plays down for Rocks, but she had already started to go to the corner, and Landy thought she was going to hold that run. Did not. So far side throw for Schneider. Elena down into the channel for Maddie. Mascaro there defending. She comes out on the dribble. And here come the Panthers. They come up with it at midfield. You're going to be ruled as having been out of bounds on the far side. So a throw-in coming up for, sorry, it'll be a free kick. There's a foul given over there. Walnoa brings it down. Cuts inside. Here's Miller, wins the ball in the midfield. Served long, Farabaw's in here. Top of the area. She shoots, back post, scores! 3-2, just like that. Ball turned over in the Panthers' end. One long kick. And she is in and scores. So, we're back to a tight one here with 11 minutes left. That was, I would say, their second opportunity of the half, other than the corner kick, and they put it in. So they're pretty much 2 for 3 on chances from the run of play tonight, Bethel Park. And the Panthers again find themselves in a tight game with 11 minutes left. Whitty has checked into the game. Here's Mertz now with it. Miller tries to swing it far side. Many turnovers today for the Panthers. Unforced types of turnovers. They need to sharpen up the passing as Schneider finds Murphy in her own area, and she just clears long. Comes to Bethel, though. Walnoa does a good job to win a ball. Plays with that left foot. Comes to Dudley. Keeps it in on that far side off the dribble. Has Rocks inside, plays her. She turns out of that. Goes wide on that far side. Here's Landy into the area now. Cuts it past one defender on the left foot. Shoots with that left foot. Ooh, just past the back post. Couldn't curl that one in. And it'll be a goal kick for the Hawks. USC boys in action a little bit later this afternoon against Moon. And what is a very important game for them. Goal kick taken, kept in near side. Actually, no, they're going to say it went out. I don't think it did, but Panthers will take the throw. Here's Murgy with the throw. Not much movement. Landy takes a throw quickly to Miller. She serves it wide on that far side. Dudley giving chase. She might be able to get there. Is not able to keep that ball in, so. Goal kick coming up. Under 9 minutes now. 3-2 Panthers. Here's Whitty. Wide for Miller. As Mertz running towards that end line. Landy's able to get enough on it. She's going to get called for a foul as it'll be a free kick coming out for the Hawks. Kick taken. Miller knocks it down. Second ball comes to Bethel Park. They play it quickly up the line. That'll go out, be a Panther throw. Murgy throwing for rocks. Maddie giving chase here, but it comes to the midfield. Hamill's there right at the midline. Carries, has Dudley going wide. Plays it out to Lauren. Oh, this ball gets past the defender. Hamill from distance, that's going to be too high. Substitution for the Hawks. Goal kick taken. Mertz pressuring on the outside. Can't keep it in, and that'll be a Blackhawk throw with under 7 minutes now. Miller's there. Turns out of a tackle. Plays to Hamill. Goes to Rocks. Plays wide for Landy in the corner of the area. Crosses, and maybe would have done better to take a touch there. Try to run at that defender. Hamill wins that punt, plays to Whitty. There's Rocks. Pressured, turns. Wide for Walnoa. Touches down the end line, there'll be service here. Crosses, no one home for the Panthers. Mertz gets there late. Touches to Miller. Blooping shot up over and hits the football crossbar, be a goal kick. Goal kick taken. Outside, Walnoa there. To Dudley. Inside to Whitty. Plays Murgy. Carries to the inside. To Whitty. Tries to get back to Murgy. Finally does find her. Gets into the area now, does Bree. Has a chance here. Shoots. Deflected over the inline for a corner kick. As she was taken down heavily in the box. Subs coming for the Panthers. Miller off, McCown in. 5 minutes left in this one. Bree Murgy over to take this corner kick. The kick taken right in the 6-yard box. Past Maddie, who does a little bicycle action there. And I think kept it below the bar, but it was just off target wide. 4.5. Game in the balance here. Panthers clinging, I shouldn't say clinging, but with a 1-goal lead. They've had pretty much all the play in this game, but the scoreboard would say otherwise. Here's Dudley. Rocks. As Mertz shoots from distance, though, and right into the goalie's hands. Be another punt coming up here. High, not that far. Here comes Hamill. Wins a header nicely, but out of bounds. Good job by Lauren to step in and be willing to put her head on that. McCown. Back to Mertz. Finds Hamill. Forward for Rocks. Past her, though. Murphy wide to Murgy. Up the line for Mertz. Can turn. She does. Cuts inside. Plays it back for Hamill. Walnoa off the dribble. Past 3 defenders. Plays for Whitty. In towards the top of the D now on that left foot. Gets it back to her right. Shoots right from the top of the D. Blocked. Lots of defenders in there. Murgy plays wide for Mertz. Cuts inside. On her left foot now. Shoots from distance and just can't get enough on that to really trouble the goalie too much. 2:45 left. Walnoa plays Murgy. Plays to Landy. Goes down the line for Whitty's run. She should be able to get there. Tries to slide and keep it in, but ball goes out for a goal kick. Taken short. There's Mertz. Volleys. Looking for either Rocks or Whitty, but off a little bit off the mark. And here comes Bethel playing long. Smith will come out and grab this. The top of her area. As the clock now ticks under 2 minutes remaining. Punted towards Murgy. Bounces twice out of bounds. There's Landy winning a ball in her own end. Plays to Hamill, who tries to loft one towards midfield. And Bethel just turns and volleys it back in long over Murphy's head. 2 attackers there, and they are in. That's how dangerous it can be on those flighted balls. Bethel still with it, crosses to the middle. And Smith comes up with it. One minute left in this contest. Panthers clinging to a 1-goal lead. Not sure why, what just happened there. Elena just turned and played the ball out of bounds. Schneider sees that ball out over the end line for a goal kick with 30 seconds left. Elena will come over to take this. And really, this should probably do it. Referee telling Elena to hurry up. 15 seconds left now. Ball played towards midfield. Need to win 1 ball to the Panthers. 10 seconds left now. Ball towards the middle. There's Murphy. put this in the cheap seats. There we go, and that'll do it for the game today. Panthers win 3-2 against section rival Bethel Park. We'll be back in action next week.